Generally, when people set up a self-managed super, generally it's like, husband and wife, it's couples that set up their self-managed super. Historically, you could have up to 4, but now you can have up to 6 members in a self-managed super fund. And so I want to just share with you an example of a brother and sister out there in TMAP land who set up a self-managed super fund for themselves. Well, going back a little while now, and I want to talk you through what they actually did. So when they first joined Teach Me About Property, they had a little over 300,000 in their own supers, combined to be just over 300,000. And so they set up a self-managed super fund with the intention of wanting to buy property inside of super. And so they did that. So their first property purchase was actually a house up in Queensland, in Redbank Plains. They paid $515,000 for that. Their second property purchase was actually an apartment here in Sydney, and they paid just under $490,000 for that property. Remember, the start point for them was just over $300,000 in their balance. They then acquired $1 million worth of property. And remember, when we talked about the 6 reasons of why people buy property in their super, one of those reasons is getting the access to gearing. Gearing enables you to multiply how much assets you have within your self-managed super fund through being able to access loans to acquire property, right? So remember, they started at 300,000. They then acquired $1 million, just over $1 million worth of property. And obviously that property has appreciated in value over the last period. And that now sits at just under $1.3 million in total value inside of assets in their self-managed super fund. So that gearing benefit is huge. But remember, we also talked about the fact that once you set up a self-managed super fund, you get 2 borrowing capacities. So your self-managed super fund has a borrowing capacity, but you still have your personal borrowing capacity. So what the sister was able to do, she went and purchased her own property. She purchased a property, a house in Gregory Hills that was just under $650,000, and that property at the latest has come in at $1 million valuation. So total assets, you're now looking at $1.2 million when you combine personal assets and the self-managed super fund. So guys, this is just another great example, and we've got tons of examples of families taking massive action, being smart, and using their self-managed super fund to build wealth for them in the near term and for the long term, and prepping them for the financial future that they deserve.